Welcome, undraftedfreeagent.com mid-major podcast. I'm your host, Chris McKee. Going to do my annual March Madness betting picks. So obviously didn't get the chance to do them last year. Going back to 2019, I was 3 for 3 on my underdogs. Going back to 2018, 2 of 3. So listen up, I may be able to help win you a few bucks here. So the first lower seed upset I see that I really love, number 13 North Texas over number 4 seed Purdue. So North Texas 17-9 on the season, Purdue 18-9, so not much of a difference. North Texas, the Conference USA champs, they got really hot in the tournament, won 4 games in 4 days over some really good teams. They beat Western Kentucky in overtime in the final, led by Charles Bassey, who is an NBA player. This guy's probably going to be a first-round pick, and they should have been a tournament team, but North Texas upset them. They're really good. They have the number 10 ranked defense in all of college basketball. They allow just 61.2 points per game, pretty stingy. And during the Conference USA tournament, only allowed 54 points a game. So you can kind of see where they're trending here. They're number 33 in the country in field goal percentage. Purdue is 108th. North Texas is 30th in the country in three-point percentage made. Purdue is 188. So you can see here, North Texas, they play really stingy D, and they can shoot for 3. In free throw percentage, they're also number 84, Purdue 173. So in key points of the game, North Texas is going to have the edge. They're actually 7.5-point underdogs, but still love them outright. I hit them on the money line straight up, so I love North Texas for the upset. Another game, not so much of an upset, but I do like number 9, Georgia Tech over number 8, Loyola-Chicago. So coming into this, I mean, Georgia Tech red hot. They're the ACC champs. They just won the ACC tournament. And normally, the ACC champs, we're talking about Duke, a 1 seed, North Carolina, a 1 or 2 seed. And here's the ACC champs, a 9 seed this year. So, I mean, obviously, we all know the level of talent much better in the ACC than it is in the MVC, the Missouri Valley, where Loyola-Chicago plays. Now, here's the thing. Loyola-Chicago, the number 1 scoring defense in the country. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, but the level of competition they face this year, not that good. I mean, the only other tournament team in the MVC is Drake right now. They did lose to them. They're 9-1 in their last 10, and that's their loss. Georgia Tech 8-2 coming in. I love Tech, led by the ACC Player of the Year, Moses Wright. They got Jose Alvarado, the guard. He plays with all this emotion, and I just think the it factor, Loyola-Chicago's got Cameron Krutwig, who's an All-American, big guy, nice player, but I just think the level of talent as a whole, much better on Georgia Tech. I love Georgia Tech to hammer Loyola-Chicago by a good 10 points or more. So another one, again, not too big of an upset, but still a lower seed. St. Bonaventure, a 9 seed over LSU, an 8. The Bonnies, 16-4 on the season. They're the A10 champs, Atlantic 10. LSU, 18-8. So St. Bonaventure actually has a higher net ranking. They're 24 to compare to LSU's 28. The Bonnies also play very good defense, number 5 in scoring defense, so 60.4 points per game. Aside from that, they're fairly even analytically. I mean, LSU probably has the best player in Cameron Thomas. This guy's top 5 in the country in scoring. But to steal a quote from Jay Billis, I saw this the other day. I mean, he said, LSU, way more talented, but St. Bonaventure's is really tough. If they're not ready for a fist fight, the Bonnies can beat them. And I think this game is going to be a fist fight. I think the Bonnies make them play their game, and they squeeze it very closely. St. Bonaventure will win. The other bigger upset that I do like, so BYU is a 6 seed, and I like them to lose to whoever the 11 seed is they face. It's going to be a play-in game, Michigan State versus UCLA. I mean, BYU 20-6, they lost 3 times to Gonzaga, and what that does is kind of up their strength of schedule because they played the number 1 team in the country 3 times. It makes their strength of schedule look a lot better than it is. This year's West Coast Conference, aside from the Zags, not that good. So those 20 wins in that conference don't really impress me. I've watched BYU play at least 12, 15 games this season. They're good, they're okay, but I'll take, an above average UCLA or Michigan State team this year to beat them comfortably. Write it down. I've got money on all these games myself. Of course, don't forget to check out undraftedfreeagent.com. Hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee. And of course, enjoy the basketball.